Good morning. As you can probably see, it's a little bit windy today, but I'm going to go out anyway to test my new GoPro and my sound system. I did do it the other day. I made a lovely vlog talking all about the GoPro and the benefits that I find to that, blah blah blah, but my mic was in the wrong position. It was all vibrating, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better today, but we'll see. While this is playing, then please remember to hit that subscribe button. If you like this vlog, then give it a thumbs up and share it with your mates. Thank you.
Okay, just going to start in my favourite little town of Harleston. A little bit busy today. I'm going to try and whisper. I inadvertently bought some comms with a long mic for an open face helmet, and it didn't have the one for a closed face, so I've kind of got that, and I've stuck it down to stop it rattling around, and it's quite close to my mouth. We'll see how I go. The challenge will be talking clearly and quietly. As many of those that know me, it's quite hard for me to do. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I got into vlogging and how I then started with the GoPro. And the things I like about it, and things could be a bit better, I guess. I'm just coming up to the second anniversary of Auntie's passing. And he was my wingman in so many ways, and I hadn't ridden solo, and I didn't know if I'd ride again, but I got on Bumblebee a month later to ride down to Essex and participate in his last ride. It's the first one I'd ever done, and then a couple of months after that I found myself riding solo around the coast of Ireland and Wales in the pouring rain, raising money for Maggie's cancer care and riding through my grief, really. Although I ride through my grief all the time, I love riding. It brings me closer to Andy. And because I was doing that for charity, I started vlogging just with my phone, girl on the phone, long ways. We only get a minute on YouTube for shorts, and to do it long ways. So my stepson Aaron said, "Karina, you need to hold your camera or your phone the other way." So that was an experience, getting used to where I had to look on that. And for about a year I was just a girl with a phone. And then last year, because I had so much going on, I was going all over Europe, I thought I really need to get a camera, and I was torn between 360 and the GoPro. Alison from Holland said to me, the 360 takes a lot of editing. So that was a no-no for me, because when I'm on tour, I need a quick turnaround. Because literally I do everything on my phone. I stick with the iPhone because I've had it for years and years and years, and with my SMD it's quite difficult to learn new skills, although I did learn to ride a Can Am Ryker and done just over 30,000 miles on it now, and 22,000 of that is since Sandy passed. And next week I'll be heading off to Spain, hence this test run, because I need to get my comms and everything ready and up and running before I go. Unfortunately, all my other stuff was lost in a fire a few weeks ago, so everything's had to be replaced. And I've now got the GoPro 13. I had the 12 before. And they're currently the same price at the moment. So I started with the GoPro a year ago, and the things I like about it is you can connect it directly to your comms on the 12 and the 13. You do not need another mic. The disadvantages to that is that you have to have your GoPro turned on all the time, and then just flick your top button on off to record, because otherwise it won't connect up to your comms. Now I do run it at 5.2K, and 16, which is the best filter. I did have to check my little short on TikTok the other day to see what my settings were. I'll try and add it in here for you. Now I find that does give the clearest picture, and when it is then being uploaded to YouTube, it will compress down to 4K. So I do find that's the best and clearest settings. When I started, I just put it on normal. When someone said to me, what are you running it in? It's a bit blurry on the big screen. I'm like, I don't know, it's just a GoPro, isn't it? And I had to do a couple of the settings. I've fiddled about with it myself until I found the best ones written. So that was some trial and error. Now YouTube will compress it to 4K, but it's still best to record in 5.2, I feel, and so do lots of other people that I've listened to and watched and read. Now, as I say, when I'm on tour, I'm doing around 8 hours of riding a day, finding digs, getting something to eat, and then getting everything from my GoPro onto my phone, and then literally I make it in iMovie. So I put it all together, transfer it to my photos and films, and then upload it onto YouTube. So I don't have an awful lot of time for editing. Although, depending on what I'm doing, it can take 3 to 4 hours. But that just depends if I'm just putting stuff together quickly, or if I'm putting music to it, all that sorts of things. So there are other cameras out there, but I've been using the GoPro for over a year, and for me, it works. I like it. The thing that doesn't work through your comms is you can say to the GoPro start recording, and GoPro stop recording, but it doesn't work through your comms. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but this is quite control really today. It might be very loud and vibrating again, I might have to fix it. But we'll see when I come to editing. And you're very lucky it's not smell-o-vision right now, because I'm just going past a pig farm. The joys of the country.
Another disadvantage of running through your comms is that you can't hear the engine sound. And on these settings, your battery life is just 1 hour.
And now coming into the beautiful city of Norwich. If you've never been, and I'd definitely put it on your list. If you don't like driving into cities, and just over there is the bus station, and there are several park and rides around into the city, and it's cheaper than parking. So the old castle walls there, many of them around the city. Parking, like most cities, is very, very expensive, and I think the park and ride for disabled is free. There is still a castle here, it's a museum, there's a beautiful cathedral as well, which I've yet to go and see actually. It's just, and you've got everything here that you have in a city really. In fact, there's 2 cathedrals here, there's another one just further down here. If I get in this lane, hopefully I can show you. There's the other cathedral. I have done a couple of little tours around the city, one of the Marble Hall, which is amazing, and the old medieval streets of Norwich as well. I'll put the links to the vlogs in the description below. Well, that's about it for this little vlog. It was mostly just to talk about the GoPro, a little bit of riding footage through Norfolk. But since we were going through Norwich, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about that too. So, if you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a thumbs up, share it with your mates, and subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to see me riding through Spain next week. Press the little bell and you'll be alerted every time I upload a vlog. Until then, ta-ta for now.